Hi, Art 337. This is Caitlin Morgan with Module 4 and my final for the calculator app. This project was really complex over the last 4 weeks, and I'm glad that we started with sketching and mind mapping. I had a bigger idea for my app originally, and through this process over the last month, I discovered that it was in fact too complex and that it wasn't ideal. User testing showed that there was just too much going on, and it was complicated and not fun to use. So I decided to backtrack and just keep one of my original ideas. I really wanted this ultimate app that did everything for you, but I found that that's not what people are looking for. People are looking for simplicity and something that's actually kind of fun to use. So we decided to stick with sort of this calculator that budgets your time. And that was the one element that we decided to stick with. After user testing and breaking it down, these are the final wireframes that I've come up with for this scheduling budgeter. So you open with your screen where you can add your activities, view your calendar, and then actually clock in to an activity that you've previously inputted. There is an actual clock that's ticking for you. So the idea is to remind you of how much time you have to do an activity, the block of time that you have scheduled for yourself. And then it would actually alert you when that block of time is up and it's time to move on for things. I found as a busy mom with a lot on her plate, this is a really great way to stay on task and multitask better. So you literally punch in to an activity such as grocery shopping, and then your clock will start running, letting you know how much time you have to do said task. Maybe to go pick up kids from school, go to work, move on to another activity in the day. Here's the final product, the prototype. This will be the opening screen that you get, and these are the buttons with your choices of adding an activity, viewing your calendar, or clocking into an activity that's already been scheduled. This is the add activity screen. This is an example of putting in grocery shopping. You'd put in what the activity is, the time that you're going to start doing it, the time that you've allowed yourself to do it, and it's going to calculate how much time that actually is. Then you can submit it into your calendar. There's the option to delete activities. Obviously, changes happen and schedules change. You can categorize your activities, work, children, chores. These are some of the examples that I gave myself. The app ultimately would allow you to create your own categories along with the default categories that the app gives you. This is an example of the clock running. It's going to tell you how much time you have left, and then you can clock out really any time, even if there's time left on the clock, or when the alarm goes off. So this is an example of the alert telling you that your time is up, the block of time you have scheduled is over, it's time to clock out and move on.